Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and today in this video I'm going to talk about very interesting and special topic. And I feel like with this thing some people struggle understanding what is it. It seems like something mysterious and unknown, but I'm going to talk about karma. So what is karma and how do we identify it? What does this word mean? We hear this word everywhere. People call their restaurants karma, people call their hair salons. There is also even a liquor which is called karma. So people use this word everywhere. You can see it everywhere. Or sometimes we hear when others say like, don't do that, that's bad for your karma. So for some reasons many people think that karma, it is something bad, but it's actually not. So in this video I'm gonna talk more about it. I know it's a huge topic, so I'm not gonna go super deep in details. And also in the second half of this video I'm gonna talk about karma and karma lessons, how we can see them, how we can find them using the matrix of destiny and using the numerology. Okay, let's start. So karma, if we translate this word from Sanskrit, originally it came centuries ago from ancient India, and nowadays many other religions, many other places, they use the definition and the meaning of karma as well. So from Sanskrit, karma means action. And the idea is that every action leads to a certain event. Every action has a consequence. Every action has an effect. So karma, it is a principle of cause and effect. That whatever we get in our life, we have a specific cause and reasonings why it's happening to us, because of our own actions, because of our own words. So it's not only about actions, actually going and doing physical things, but it's also about your mindset, your thoughts, whatever you're thinking about others, your intention, your actions, as I told you before, the words we use, the vocabulary we use, how do we talk to other people. So whatever we are doing in life, all our actions, they will lead to certain things in our lives. Karma can be both good and can be bad, depending on our action and our thoughts and the words we use, depending on our intention. So let's say we did something to other people, we did something good to other people, we genuinely helped others, we helped without expecting anything in return. We just saw somebody on the street needed our help and we just rushed to those people and we helped them. Maybe somebody asked on the street where to find where how to go, and you, without thinking even, you just started helping other people without any, thinking that, okay, I'm helping right now these people, I'm gonna get something in return. Or like, when some people donate, they start thinking like, okay, I'm donating, I'm helping others, so I'm gonna invest this money into this, I'm gonna put my money, I'm gonna pay for this, and I'm hoping that it's gonna get doubled or tripled, or I'm gonna get more by helping others. Karma doesn't work like this. In order to get something good, we need to do it genuinely. We need to turn off our ego, this selfish behavior, like thinking about ourselves only, or let's say if we're talking about donations, donating on purpose specifically to reduce the tax. Not because you really want to help those people, but you have your own ideas and your own purpose why you're doing that. So that's the difference. We want to make sure that we do it genuinely. If we help others, if we want to do something good, do it without expecting anything in return. And there is a bad karma, let's call it that way. So again, all our actions, if we did something bad to other people, to this world, to the environment, we thought about them, or we maybe even said some bad words to other people, all those things will get back to you. That's what we also call a boomerang effect. Probably many of you know about it. Whatever you give, it comes back to you. It's kind of a reflection, right? So that's why we should be more aware and more mindful about all our action, whatever is happening in our lives. And when it comes to karma, there are different things. We have a karma specifically related to our present life, right? We are responsible for this karma. all our actions, our thoughts, as I said so many times, we are responsible to whatever is happening right now, right here, and we can change it. We can make things different. Whatever we are getting right now, if you are struggling or if you're having problems in life, maybe look at your actions, look at what your costs, look what you did and why you're getting this right now. So there is a karma of this present life, and you are responsible for that. Nobody else. There's nobody else to blame for whatever you're going through in life except you. I'm talking about specific actions, specific results of some actions, right? And we also have karma of past lives. Some people believe in past lives, some people don't. I do believe in past lives, and I do believe that there is a karma from our past lives. So something that we couldn't deal with, we struggle with that, and now we get this karma in this present life. So we have present karma and we have a past life karma. So we have to deal with both of these things. Whatever we didn't do right in our past life, now it's given to us. Maybe there were some problems in our relationships in the past life and we didn't learn the lesson. And now we gotta learn it in the hard ways. Maybe we're gonna struggle with the relationships and we don't understand why, but maybe because it's coming from your past lives. So I do believe that we do have past lives, and there are certain lessons and karmic lessons that we couldn't deal with. We struggle with that, and now we have to do them in this present life. So that's a karma of our past lives. We also have a karma of our generation. If these two weren't enough for you, we have also a karma of our generation. When it comes to the karma of our generation, what helps a lot to understand it is that when we work closely with family constellations. I personally work with the family constellations. I have expertise with that. So when sometimes people come to me and they're struggling to understand certain events or things which are happening to them in their lives, I always first will look at the whole family tree. We build a big family tree, but not just putting the dates when people were born or passed away, but we're talking about some events or some tragic events that happened to them. Maybe that people, they lost their houses or they did something bad to others. Maybe like abortions, for example, they affect a lot if we have somebody in a family tree. Maybe there were some people who killed somebody, and now we are responsible for that. So, and we can find it all using the systematic family constellation, like building it and understanding and studying and analyzing and finding some similar patterns. Of course, systematic family constellation can tell us a lot more different things, a lot of other different patterns, but also it can tell us about the karmic lessons of our generation. You sometimes can clearly see some of the repetitions. And that's another point. How do we understand that this is a karmic lesson? How do we understand that right now that's my karmic lesson, that I'm going through this and I'm struggling understanding it? Karmic lesson first is that when you go through it, when there are some events happening in your life that you don't feel good about it, you feel frustrated, you're mad, you're depressed, you're anxious, you experience some negative feelings, some negative emotions, you struggle with that. That would be the second point. You struggle of going through this. You are struggling understanding and dealing with that. Let's say the relationships. Maybe you are struggling to leave the relationships. You acknowledge that there is a problem, but you're struggling to deal with this problem. Maybe you're struggling to leave, maybe you're struggling to change the partner, but you see it. The third sign that that's the karmic lesson. It's when it's getting repeated. So let's say you were in one relationship, you left the partner and you go to another relationship, you have the same problem. Exactly. Maybe your first partner was very toxic and abusive, and you go to the second relationships and your second partner, it's also very toxic and abusive. You find the strength to leave, and the third partner is also toxic and abusive. And when you see those repetition, it means that you don't understand your lesson. that you are struggling with your karmic lesson right now. You don't learn something, you don't change your behavior. Ask yourself why you keep on getting into those relationships. Maybe it all comes to the self-love, it all comes to self-respect, self-worth, self-esteem. Look at what is the reason, what is your lesson. And it means that if you keep on going from one relationship to another relationships having the same problems, it means that you're struggling right now to understand the lesson, the one main one for all these 3 types of relationships, even with the different partners. And you're gonna continue getting the same people from over and over again, just to show you why it's happening, because the universe, the God, or whatever you believe in, trying to show you, okay, you gotta understand it now. You gotta learn this lesson now. Try again. Maybe you didn't understand it from this perspective. Try from this perspective. Maybe not both ways didn't work. Let's try another way. So they're gonna help you to understand. But the problem is that it's only getting worse. If you didn't understand your karmic lesson, if you didn't learn all those lessons, you didn't learn from your mistakes, you didn't analyze, and you continue doing the same things, the first time it's going to be like a light form of, I don't want to use the word punishment, but it's kind of sort of punishment. There's some struggles you're going through. So the karma gonna come once. You didn't understand the second time, it's going to hit you second time. And the third time, and it's going to hit you fourth time. And it's kind of like a snowball effect. It gets worse and worse and worse until the point in your life when like it hits you so bad. Maybe you lose people, or you lose income, you lose money, like something's like it's going to hit. You're going to feel it right away. And when it hits, we start like, now I get it. Now, after like so many attempts, now I finally understand what is it. Now I see the lesson. Now I see my mistakes. Now I'm not gonna do those same mistakes anymore, okay? That's it. For many people, for majority of us, we wait until this last step. We wait for this like kind of explosion or something bad happens, or like destruction or complete crash or damage. We wait for this time in our lives. But what if we stop it somewhere at the beginning? That's what we need to do. We need to see our karmic lessons, the present karmic lessons for our lives right away. If we see it right away, we can make the changes. So we don't take it to the extreme point. That's very important. Again, how we understand this karmic lesson, something we are going through, we struggle, like we experience negative feelings, negative emotions, depression, anxiety, like we don't like it. It's like a weird negative feelings. Then second, when we cannot change it. We try, but let's say my example was the relationships, but we cannot leave the partner, we cannot do it, we struggle with changes. Third, when it's getting repeated. When you see that there's a specific pattern, there's a certain pattern, and you get it from all over and over again, different situations show you, different people show you, that's a sign, that's your karmic lesson. And in general, in any situation, whatever is happening in your life, if something hits, if you get something negative in your life, you'll lose a job, try to find the costs. Try to see why. Why is it given to you right now? Don't blame anybody like, oh, why? Like, try to understand it like, okay, what can I learn from this? Okay, this situation is given to me. What can I learn? What is my lesson? My main lesson out of all this? And when we understand all those small lessons, again, we avoid this huge explosion. So that's very important. Then when we talk, so we have a present karma, present nowadays karma, we have past lives karma, and we have karma of our generation, of all our ancestors. I feel like that would be enough for you for today to remember, but that's kind of the main ones, what we go through in our lives. And when we talk about matrix of destiny and karmic lessons, matrix of destiny can help us to see the karmic lessons. Where are we going to have problems? Where, in which areas are we going to struggle with? To what things we need to pay attention to? Like, where are potential like hazards, right? So when it comes to the matrix of destiny, we have three main energies. So I call it the karmic tail. In the matrix of destiny, these three energies are the most important one when it comes to the karmic lessons. They are given to you, they will be always given to you as a negative energies, and our main job is to make sure that they turn positive. We turn them positive. Even at some point in our life, we see that they are positive. We see that, okay, I'm doing good, all those three energies are positive, everything is good. Some tests will come to you. Like, you're always going to be tested through all these three energies. Like, I'm see she's doing good with like her leadership skills. She's good. Okay, for now I'll give her I'll give her there. Let's wait months later. Maybe some tests are gonna come to you. Maybe they're gonna be another person at your job. How are you gonna feel about it? Maybe he or she is gonna be even a better leader than you are. Okay, are you able just to keep this energy still in a positive way or not? So all those tests, you will be always tested, and all these three energies will be always tested, and your main job, your task is to make sure that these three energies are positive. These three energies will affect all spheres of your life: your money, your career, your relationships, your health, your fulfillment, maybe also like your life purpose, your life mission, like feeling that you're doing something right in this world, in this life. So please pay attention to these three energies, and we need to make sure that they are positive. I'm not going to go in details explaining all of them because there are a lot. We don't have number 1 and number 2 in our karmic tail, and we have from the energy 3rd to 22nd. That's a lot. Maybe in my future videos I'm going to talk about it, but not right now, okay? Then we have the karmic lesson related to money. So all these karmic lessons are coming from our past life. So the karmic tail is coming from our past lives, and the main specific money related karmic lesson is also coming from our past life. About this karmic lesson related to money, I talked in my previous video, and I explained the energies in my previous video, so you can rewatch them, or if you haven't watched them, watch them, just to get a better idea what could potentially block this energy. But this one is specifically related to money. Those three, the previous ones in the karmic tail, they affect all spheres and everything. That one is specifically related to money, okay? And then we also have in our matrix of destiny, we can see also the karma of our generation. We have two lines. We have one line is the male side of our generation, of all our ancestors, and we have a female side. So male side is everyone from your dad's side, everyone from the male, your dad's side generation, all those ancestors. And the female is everyone from your mom's side. They go there. So the top two numbers, one is male and one is female. Those ones are main lessons when it comes to the growth, the spiritual growth, personal growth and development. Those two are main lessons, your karmic lessons, to grow and develop and to feel fulfilled and to express yourself. At the bottom two, those are karmic generation lessons. I know it's pretty long, but you got an idea. They're specifically related to the material world. So on top, it's having our spirituality and our connection with the universe, with the God, whoever you believe in. And at the bottom is grounding, right? How we stand on this earth, our material world, how we can succeed, get the money, get the resources, like all the physical things in our life. So again, the top part it's one male and female related to the personal growth and development, the spiritual side. And at the bottom is we are grounded. It's our material world. How do we succeed in the material world? How do we earn money? And how do we satisfy ourselves with all the needs and resources? So those kind of, don't get too into that. I feel like in my practice, focus on your karmic tale the most. Your karmic tale in your career, karmic money lessons, the specific one related to the money, and your karmic tale. I would say these 4 energies, they are the most important ones. They are related to you. Deal with them first. Sometimes you will see overlaps between all those energies, and that's good. It's easier for you, less energies for you. But if you have some energy like twice or even 3 times, it just means that you need to be especially careful with them and pay more attention to them. If some energies get repeated, let's say in your karmic tale you have number 18 twice, it happens 18, 18 and 9, for example. There is a karmic tale like this. So if you have 18 twice or number 9s twice, 9, 9 and 18, if you have number 9s twice, it just means that you need to be extra careful with that. You need to pay more attention to that, put more resources into making sure that this energy is always positive. So those are kind of downsides. You need to be very careful with that, but at the same time, it's just one energy. So just be grateful that you don't have 3 energies. There's just like 1 or 2. So it's less work for you potentially, so you don't have to remember all of those energies and to understand them and make sure that they are positive. But when it comes to the generation ones, yes, focus on them. My advice, I know like sometimes we get too into that. We want to make sure that all energies are positive, but it's just not possible. We have a lot of numbers in our matrix of resources, let's be honest. And in my practice, we have enough to focus on our own things which are going through. We have energies for money, we have energies for career, we have our inside energy, outside energy, mission, karmic lessons, relationships. That's a lot. Okay, so I would highly suggest and recommend you first deal with all these energies which are related to you specifically. And if you have free time, I don't think so, but if you have free time, you can just pay attention to other lessons, karmic lessons specific related to your generational ones. But again, it's just like some extra information and extra resources I wanted to give you. But from my experience, we just don't have enough time and capacity to deal with all of these numbers. Well, we want to make sure that our middle number is positive and the karmic tail is positive. That's the most important ones when it comes to the matrix of destiny in general. Okay, but that's kind of was my overview about what is karma. How does it work? So there's nothing like mysterious about it. For some reasons, people, they do think that it's something mysterious and they're trying to avoid this word. And when people use it, they think that you are crazy. Or again, karma is just a principle of cause and effect. And we always need to be careful with all our actions, with our thoughts, with the words, because karma, take it as a boomerang effect. Everything comes back to us. So just be careful with that and just be more aware of the things around you and all your actions, as I said so many times. Okay, thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you got a clear picture about the karma and how do we find these karmic lessons in our matrix of destiny. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you want separate videos of me explaining the meaning of the karmic lessons, the karmic tales. There are certain karmic tales, there are specific ones, there's a name for them when they're grouped by 3, and then we divide them one by one as well. So it's a lot. But if you're interested, I would be happy to explain you and make, it's probably gonna take like 3 videos for me to explain all of this. Okay, thank you again everyone for watching, and I see you in my next video. Bye bye.